Life is full of UFOs, unfinished objectives. There is always a long shopping list. I want a new car, I want a bigger house, or a kitchen needs to be renovated, or whatever. The list goes on. It seems to say that what we buy makes what we are. The more we buy or own, the bigger we are or we grow big. That seems to be the kind of philosophy. Is that true? In this pursuit of luxury goods and getting things for oneself, we are too busy. So much so there is no time for anything we want. And you are fatigued, worried, anxious. The very life you want to make happy and peaceful becomes a misery. You want to have a better body, good-looking body, or the best of fitness, fanatically train for that. Ultimately, with all the shopping you do and the fitness you crave for, aren't you really adoring yourself, making an idol of yourself? Yet, this kind of self-satisfying actions, kind of approach, is not going to take us anywhere. You may be wanting to look pretty and get the compliment how beautiful you are. Yet I would say a kind approach, your kindness to someone who is in need, and kindness to others. You are smiling, greeting to people on the street, make many more people to say how beautiful a person you are. A compliment you cannot get with the best of fashion you wear. Such is life. You know, if you are finding it hard to sleep peacefully, a good examination of conscience and a prayer would help you much more than a sleeping pill. Yes, there is much more to life than satisfying your self-appetite and making an idol of your own self. Human life, as it is God-given, is meant to reach out to others in love and compassion. It needs to be spent for others. It is too precious to be restricted to or contained in a few luxury items or selfish motives and personal intentions. Jesus in his Sermon on the Mount said, so do not worry, do not say what are we to eat, what are we to drink, what are we to wear. Your heavenly Father knows you need them all. Set your heart on the kingdom first, and in God's saving justice, and all these other things will be given you as well. Are you brave enough to trust in God like that? You know, tomorrow is the feast of Mary of the Cross, MacKillop. Somebody who was wise enough to make her life truly rich and memorable. There were thousands of people who were too busy making their images beautiful and name memorable in her time. Do you remember them? Do the humanity remember them? Do they have the glory and the name they were seeking still kept up now? No. Whereas this Mary, who was totally depending on God and was prepared to spend her life, has got her name remembered even more than a century after she has passed away from this world. In fact, her memory is all the more brought up and celebrated now. In fact, her glory or her fame is increasing. Yes, my dear friends, when our life is full of charity and trusting prayers, we win favor before human beings and God. So, Mary's life, which was made up of her goodness, which was made up of God's grace, is a great example for Christian living. She was never short of any troubles and deprivations that did not stop her from being good and compassionate to others. That's the richness we have. And no COVID, no restrictions, no sickness, nothing can take away that richness if only we could find it. Therefore, Mary is good for me. How about you?